Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for American Horror Story. This is Delicate, Season 12, Episode 2, Rockabye. I just heard my garage open, so let me tell husband not to just come busting in the door. Be right back. Just as I suspected. My husband be so long-winded, y'all. He talks so much. I love it, though. Anyway. Anna is looking at the footage on her camera with the detectives. So, you know, from last time, she thought that she had an intruder. And so they're looking at the camera, trying to see what's going on. Of course, there's nothing to see here. All they do see is her husband going in and out. So she's visibly shook. Her husband, though, something, I don't know about him, because he's always so business as usual, and we already know what's gonna happen. It just feels like everybody is gaslighting her, and she's the only one that is unaware. She's the only one. But I really feel like everybody around her is in on it. The detectives asked if she remembers how that lipstick got all over her hands. So it wasn't blood, it was lipstick all over her hands. When the other one is asking about medication that she might have been on, you know, that might have caused some hallucinations, all of that. They're really no help at all. When she leaves, she's just out walking. Excuse me, this is a whole nother scene. She's out walking, and she sees that lady that looks like Cruella. She sees Cruella in her peripheral, and the lady licking a lollipop. And then when she does a double take, of course that's not what it is. It's like a baby. It's a baby Cruella, because the baby had the same hair and everything. It was like, what? Anyway, she goes into the office, and she goes in there. She's talking, you know, to go see her publicist, Siobhan. She's been nominated for a Gotham Award, and she's telling her, because, you know, so many blowjobs were given and all of that. Everybody has sacrificed. We've done so much to get you this nomination. I'm gonna need for you to be a little bit more excited, because it's looking like Anna is preoccupied. Like, you know, she's thinking about everything else. And Siobhan needs her to get a little bit more enthused about being nominated for the Gotham Award, because now she is going to have to campaign and, you know, get out there on them red carpets so she can get herself an Oscar. So she's on a new regimen now, you know. She pulls out these vials. It looked like blood, but she tells her it's B12. And I mean, then gives her a whole case of it, like there's more where that came from. What's this regimen you putting her on? First of all, girl, don't hand me nothing without some documents, some writings, some prescriptions, something, so I can read what the fuck this is. She just took it. Oh, okay. Okay. Girl, you a fool. You a fool. Anyway, getting a text message. Anyway, she takes it, like I said, without even checking. You know, she's talking about some, thank you for saving me from myself. Girl, you stupid. That lady is not your friend. Anna, the next scene we see, she throwing up. She thinks she's pregnant, though, so she happy. She's smirking. She's like, oh my God, I think I'm pregnant. Girl, whatever. She calls the doctor, and a nurse picks up. And the nurse is already knowing of the situation and just really, you know, bringing back stuff that they might have talked about. And of course, Anna doesn't remember it, but she's like, oh yeah, and you told me about all of this. You told me about your stalker. How you feeling about that? Girl, we talked the other day. You don't remember? Anna's like, no, She mentions Miss Preacher, and that the lady's been following her. And the nurse on the phone kind of dismisses it, like, oh no, it's nothing. You know, she doesn't have the mental capacity to stalk anybody. You don't have to worry about her. Then the doctor gets on the line, and when she shares that she's been vomiting and all that, he was like, oh, so you want to know if you're pregnant? You think it's a good sign, huh? Well, you got to wait 14 days and then you can take a pregnancy test. So she has 11 days to go. She's at home, she's cooking, and she's, stirring the pot and scrolling through the comments under her picture with Siobhan in the group. Because they took a group photo when they found out about her, when they found out about her, oh my God, nomination. These text messages keep sliding up on the phone and it's distracting. Anyway, she sees one that says, watch out, Anna. And so she clicks on it to see who the profile belongs to and all of that. And they got a post of her going into the fertility clinic. She also sees the profile name. No, it's Preacher Speaks. I said, Miss Preacher. She in the comments. Trying to warn her in the comments. There's a lot of conspiracy theories on that page. She's just scrolling through, and then her husband walks up behind her, of course, startling her once again. And this time when she spin around, she cut him and nick him right there in the face. And he, oh, that's okay. That's okay. She said, oh, let me go to the bathroom and get the first aid kit. He said, oh, take this with you. It's a pregnancy test. She's like, I got to wait 14 days. He said, look at the camera. All the days been scratched off. They on the 14th day. Today is the day. Sis was just standing there talking to the nurse, stirring the pot, and had to wait 14 days. Come to find out, it's been 14 days. What's going on? Again, they're gaslighting her. Her husband is in on it, and it's all a hoax. Because how did we get to 14 days so fast? They go in the bathroom and take the test. Of course, it comes back positive. So she is expecting. They're celebrating and all of that. His phone rings. She's like, why is the artist formerly known as Adeline calling you? And he's like, I got to take this. I got to take this. And so he goes and takes the call because she blowing him up. She done called more than once. Whew, anyway, he assures her that it's work related, and so, like I said, he goes to take the call. Anna and Dex, they go straight to the doctor to go get a sonogram, and the proof of pregnancy and all of that. He's giving them an anatomy lesson, like pointing out all this stuff, but he ain't pointed out a baby yet. I don't think he pointed out no baby. He talking about, this is what do we call it? The fetal pull. And they looking like, but where's the baby? Heartbeat, all that. Where's the zygote? I just don't understand. And he would have had to explain that. They just really let it pass on by. They just really let it just roll right on by him. No, Dr. Hill. He gives her the rundown on, staying stress-free, and he sends them on their way. So I guess that was enough proof of pregnancy for them. The fetal pull, whatever that is. Anyway, Anna and Siobhan, they're about to try on some looks for the awards, and she ends up getting a dress for her that happened to be worn by Madonna back in the 90s. And so she gonna wear it. She fits right in. It fits her like a glove. They in the room, she was like, can we go in the room? Because she trying to stay out of there where, the situation happened. Because she hasn't even been able to clean that lipstick off of lipstick, because you can clean lipstick, and so since the lipstick ain't wiping off the mirror, that ain't lipstick. But she hasn't been able to get that off her mirror and all of that, so she's kind of been leery about being in her room. But they go in there, and they in there singing and dancing with one another, and then the mirror just breaks out of nowhere, just crash. They both standing there like, Again, we just let that pass right on by. Anna, she's on the red carpet. She ends up running into like a younger version of her, a young Tanda, one of these new kids. And she's a fan, but she kind of makes her feel old. She kind of makes her feel old, making her feel like an old washed actress. This guy at the table, that they're sitting at, you know, when they get inside the awards or whatever. He's kind of being, he's being a creep. He's being a creep. He's being a jerk, being an ass, whatever you want to call it. Asking and saying all the wrong things. Anna, she gets up and excuses herself to the bathroom. And when she's in the bathroom, she runs into this like super fan. This lady is like fanning that. She's a fan. She's seen all the movies, all the work. She's been around a long time following the career. And Anna's just in the mirror looking at herself, and the fan just standing there staring at her like a weirdo. Anna's picking at a pimple. And I'm like, okay, girl, what's going on? What's going on? Skin breaking out. You see, you took that stuff, and now your skin breaking out. Although, babies will do that to you too. Just a side note, when I was pregnant with my son, I went to bed with clear skin. I woke up the next morning, splotches, red splotches of whatever, splotches all over my face. I mean, it went away, but it does come with pregnancy. But see, that's not what's going on with her. That's not what's going on with her. It's something else going on with her. But anyway, the lady is staring at her, the super fan, and she notices that they're wearing the same shoes. It's all really weird. Anna, she ends up, she's about to leave, and she ends up, you know, having to throw up again. And so she goes into the bathroom to throw up, and the lady goes in behind her. She should be holding her hair, but she holds her like from the womb area. And Anna's like, get the fuck away from my baby. And pushes her, and the lady spins, twirls out of control. Because I don't even know how she got way over here to the sink. But she bumped her head on the sink. And now she dead. Crack. Anna's, of course, in a panic. Don't know what to do. She don't know what to do. Somebody outside is like, Anna, if you're in there, your category's next. You need to get out here. And so she don't know what to do. She hopped right over the lady and gone on back out there to her seat. She's up there because she does win. She wins in her category, and she goes up there. She's standing up there giving her acceptance speech, and she's looking out there, and then she starts hallucinating because she see the dead lady sitting in the audience clapping for her head bloody. Bleeding from her head. She's dead. She's sitting in the audience clapping. Then she look over, and sitting a little bit in front of her is Miss Preacher, where she came from. So then she also sees Dex and the artist formerly known as Adeline kissing down. I mean, just really kissing right there in front of her. So she's hallucinating. She's hallucinating. And she starts choking on this like black tar. I don't know what it was. It looked gross. And she was just choking on it, and it was just coming up and out and all of that. And then she faints at the podium. She wake up outside of the bathroom on a stretcher. And she like, no, she in the bathroom. She like, wait a minute, where the lady at? The dead lady ain't in here? They like, did you take some drugs? Like, what's going on? Did you get something? What's happening? The EMT is trying to inject something into her IV. And of course, she's adamant that she doesn't want it. But they don't care. They're going to give it to her anyway. She drifts off to sleep. This time when she wakes up in her bed with Siobhan laying next to her singing her a lullaby. They driving her crazy. She's singing Rockabye, baby. And then Siobhan tells her that she had an episode. Whole time she just was up there having an episode. Like she was high up. She wasn't choking up some tar. She was actually standing up there throwing up. I'm like, girl, don't believe them. I believe what y'all showed me. That's what I believe happened. And so, I kind of like it, but don't like it when they try to gaslight the audience. They have us questioning our reality because I know I saw what I saw. We saw what we saw. Don't play with me. Anyway, they feel like she need to go away for a while. You know, it's time to do some PR. We gonna just not say nothing about it, you know, and we gonna gaslight the community when we're asked in interviews, whatever, you know, we gonna just, that's the approach they gonna take. Say nothing. And so Anna and Dex, they go get away for a while they riding. He brings up his mother, to which Anna, immediately she kind of has this like weird disposition. I don't know how she feel about mama, but it's obvious she don't see it for his mama. They arrive at the vacation home and they meet the security guard, and while they're having dinner, she goes into the kitchen. She said, I'm gonna go get a sharper knife. And she finds this old picture in the drawer of her husband and his wife, Adeline. And she don't mention it. She don't mention finding it. But she goes back in there. And I get the feeling that he knew that picture was there, because when she went in there and, opened the drawer and then saw it, and there was kind of like a pause. I think like it was almost like he was listening, like, she found it. I planted it there. I don't know. That's just what I was getting. That night, she gets up in the middle of the night, and she ends up running into security in the hallway, and they both go down to the basement, to check out the noise that they heard. And when they get down there, they don't see anything, of course. Anna, we see she's in yoga. She's doing yoga. And while she's, doing like a downward dog or something, she starts experiencing like some pain, some abdomen pain. And, she tries to wince through it and go through with the pose, but it's getting worse. Whole car ride home, it's just getting worse and worse. And she, of course, looks between her legs and notices that she started to bleed. The security guard is like, I'm taking you to the hospital right now. And so when they go to the hospital, this lady, Nurse Ivy, comes in and she's like, don't I know you? And Nurse Ivy is cold. She not cracking a smile. No, none of that. No bedside manner, none of that. She don't have it to give. And it's very weird and off-putting, but whatever. She agrees to do an ultrasound. And so she puts the little camera thing, she lubes it up and puts it up there. And she moving it around a little, and Anna's like, what's going on? I don't hear no heart, but what's happening? She's asking questions. And the lady's like, I'm gonna need you to be quiet so I can do this ultrasound. Thank you. And she does it, takes it out, and it's blood on it. And she just sits it right there in front of Anna and is like, I gotta go get a doctor. Excuse me, what? Why is there blood on that? I mean, I know she was bleeding when she went in there, but excuse me, what's happening? They need to say something, but Miss Ivy lady is being evasive. When she go leave, and she just left Anna in the dark. Anna, she sees the blood, of course, and when she goes to the bathroom, she's dripping with each step. It's a lot of blood, so it's safe to assume she was miscarrying. She was having a miscarriage, and she just sit on the floor, poor thing, and cries, of course. She's sleeping. She's playing with her baby in her dreams, and when she wakes up in the hospital bed, they tell her that she did lose the baby. She wanted to know if they knew the sex of the baby, and they tell her that it had a Y chromosome, so it was a boy. They want to do another ultrasound, to make sure that there's not any fetal tissue left in the uterus. And she tells them that she already had an ultrasound, and they're like, by who? And she's like, Nurse Ivy. And they're like, excuse me, ain't no Nurse Ivy here. No Nurse Ivy, but nobody by that name working here. No, somebody was up in here giving an ultrasound, and it was Nurse Ivy. So y'all better find out what Nurse Ivy is. They say they ain't got no record of no ultrasound. Anyway, they don't even know her. So until next time. Until next time, we gonna have to figure out who Nurse Ivy was, what she was doing, what was going on. Poor thing lost the baby, and I'm feeling like I don't know if they want her to be pregnant or if they don't want her to be pregnant. I don't know. This is only episode 2, but hopefully we find out just a little bit more in episode 3. I need a little bit more backstory, a little bit more. Anyway, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me BuzzFee, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.